Money FM 89.3. Best of Friday Night Live. Friday night at the movies.
Yep, it's that time again where we say and we have a little bit of
Friday night at the movies.
And I was at the movies this very week. I went to the premiere of The Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
I saw it on IMAX at the Lido Cinema at Orchard Road. Absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed it.
Yep.
I went into this movie skeptical,
Okay.
to say the least.
When are you
because
never?
That is very true. But in recent times, the Marvel movies have been about as much fun as constipation, quite frankly.
Oh, come on.
They
It's
have been...
PG-13.
Well, there's nothing wrong about that, is there?
It's nasty, Neil.
That's how bad they've been. Some of the film.
Okay.
I mean, the Eternals. Oh my God! Did you see that one?
That was bad. It was hard to sit
I
through
think
the
it
whole
was
thing. It was a bit of cringe.
17 hours long.
I feel like the superheroes of that movie had to have, like, you know, their necks up high, right? Like this.
Yes.
I mean, you can't actually see it, but imagine just someone looking down on you like that.
Yeah. Well, you've touched on something there because the Eternals and the Shang-Chi one.
Oh, Shang-Chi was
And then-
all right.
That was all right. That was
Yeah.
the best of that
Yeah.
lot. And then there was another one. Oh, yeah, The Marvels, which was an absolute box office bomb.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason for it, I believe, is that they've got too carried away with the superpowers, right? And so you get this stupid situation. It's the Superman conundrum where you can't kill them. And if you can't kill them, you've got to keep creating more and more sillier enemies.
Yeah.
Or, which really annoyed me, throw them into a multiverse, put them in this multiverse, that timeline, this timeline, the other timeline. And it just got sillier and sillier and sillier.
Yeah.
The Thunderbolts was a back-to-basics Marvel movie.
Neil, you know what I really hate about the movies from Marvels these days?
Yeah.
It's the dry humor. They try to force it and just choke it down in your throat, right? Because they're trying to make it funny. They're trying to make it lighthearted and open and just, you know, in this woke society we're in, right? So then we don't want to take things seriously. So every single time they do a fight scene, you know, at the end of the day, they're going to be like, huh, that's nothing. And then they just come up with a joke. Just like Thor. Right, they butchered the entire film because they try to make it like a comedy film.
Yeah, it was terrible. The last one was terrible.
It was
right,
terrible.
so I'll tell you about the Thunderbolts, and you've seen almost every Marvel movie.
Yep.
You tell us what you think makes a great Marvel movie.
Sure.
So, Thunderbolts. Firstly, none of them have really got superpowers and inverted commas, except for the sort of fake Captain America guy, John Walker. He got that super serum. But he's a bit washed up. And so you've got the Red Guardian. He's over the hill. You've got the young girl,
Yelena Belova,
who's like
that's played by Florence
adopted
Pugh.
sister.
She's the adopted sister of the
Black
Red
Widow
Guardian
and the Black Widow. They
and
grew up together.
adopted sister of the Red Widow, and
she's terrific.
Yeah, she's great.
Florence Pugh is a magnificent actress. That girl is going to win an Oscar for something soon.
She's great,
terrific.
If you watch The Black Widow, I mean, that was a not too bad film. Yeah,
she was great in that. She's got no special powers. She's like Hawkeye or Black Widow. Then you've got the Winter Soldier, who's always good fun, but he's really just the arm, you know. But the point is, they're all fallible, and so it's real world stuff. It's all set on Earth. It's none of this interplanetary nonsense,
alien invasion.
And it all gets like a CGI soup, and you can't really see what's on the screen. Fun, funny, straightforward story. It took me back to the early days of the Captain America and especially Iron Man. When it was set on the here and now, he's a human guy who just has a good suit. So you always felt a vulnerability. In theory, Tony Stark could get killed. Hawkeye could get killed. Black Widow could get killed, and so on. And it's the same with these guys. They went too far. When you've got the Eternals, they can't be killed. There's no jeopardy. And then when you've got
running at the speed of
and
light.
the Marvels, they're practically invincible. So you can't kill them. So there's no jeopardy. This is a back to basics, funny, quirky 2 hours that doesn't take itself so seriously.
Wow.
Doesn't get too intense like the previous films.
Hey,
so I think...
coming from Neil, that's a lot, okay?
Good film.
Yeah.
One for the whole family.
Wow.
A few laugh out loud moments. And it just goes back to basics and has learned to laugh at itself again. That, I think, is the formula for Marvel. What do you think makes a good Marvel movie?
Neil, I know you for like close to, I think, 5-6 years now. And I think this is the only time that you convinced me to actually watch something this weekend.
Well, it might be with Marvel because Marvel Endgame, the Avengers Endgame, that came out 2019. It came out before the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I barely knew you then. And that's when Avengers peaked, obviously.
Yeah.
They had one or two after that.
Yep.
You know, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was okay. Spider-Man was obviously good.
Spider-Man Far From Home. We've got Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi was okay.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which was like overwhelming.
Too much.
To be honest, yeah.
This multiverse
then
nonsense.
There's the Thor Love and Thunder, which was
terrible,
ridiculous at this point.
And the worst one for me,
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
That was okay.
I thought that was good.
That was okay. Paid a nice tribute.
Yeah, it's a nice tribute to
Chadwick Boseman. And then, what was the one we saw?
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
That was terrible.
Nah, I didn't like that.
That was a CGI, cartoony, soupy mess. And it
was like a whole Mario fest.
All these quantum realms.
Exactly.
No.
And it's hard to, because the thing is this, right? You're trying to make a film that's easy for not just the adults, but the kids to understand. It reached a point where you talk about all these like scientific terms, no one could catch up to it, right? And you're constantly just playing with the CGI. It gets, I start to feel a little bit like, what's the term for it? Just get
jaded?
a bit of...
Jaded?
I suppose jaded, in a sense. From all these just overuse of effects. And at a point in time, I'm just like, what's the storyline in the first place?
And the other thing is, I think, you can look it up, I think this is something like the 36th or the 37th Marvel movie, which is extraordinary.
Oh, it's a lot, Neil. I can't even count.
And the mistake they made in previous films, and there's a little bit of this in the Thunderbolts, is you've got to have seen every movie, every TV show to understand where they're all coming from.
Exactly.
There's a little bit of that in Thunderbolts. But even if you haven't seen any previous film,
you can still enjoy it.
You can still enjoy it. And that's important. One of the things that annoys me about all cinema is when it comes with what I call prerequisites, meaning
you got to understand the backstory.
One cinema ticket, $15 plus, must have read the novels, must have done this, must have done that. No, you pay your $15 and whatever you put on that screen,
you expect to know
I should be able to enjoy it. Unless, of course, it's a sequel, a direct sequel. That's different. It was part of a trilogy. But the Thunderbolts, if you know a bit of their backstory, great. If you've seen Black Widow, fine. But you don't have to.
You don't need to know everything.
To me, that's so important, especially if you want to get new kids coming through to watch them, right?
For sure, because then they can last. That film is sustainable on its own. It's its own storyline, right? It's not always just relying on the backstory of, whatever characters that you need to build on. But I was just thinking about your question and what makes a good Marvel movie. Now, Neil, if I look back, right, and I just think about the past few Marvel films back in like the early 2000s, and the one thing that I realized that they all have in common is the dark, eerie DC vibes that they give. Like, for example, the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, the first one. I'm talking about the 2008 one. That was before the Hulk just went all polite and just gentle. I mean, that Hulk was the epitome of what it truly means to be angry and just wreak havoc on Earth. And I don't think the new Hulk that we have now exemplifies any of the character.
No.
It kind of ruins the comical character, the comic, the Bruce Banner that I've grown up with.
Well, I've never personally believed in the CGI Hulk anyway. I still like the big muscle guy, real person on
back
screen.
Then, right? Yep.
Get a bodybuilder.
Yep.
You can even dub in Mark Ruffalo's voice if you have to. But when they start leaping tall buildings, and to me it's silly. It's silly.
Another one of my favorites has to be Spider-Man.
Yep.
The first one with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
I think
that's not Marvel though.
That's under Sony, but it's still a Marvel character.
Yep.
And I take that as a good film because personally I feel like it was a nice storyline that didn't have too much humor. It could have bits and pieces of humor, but there was a proper storyline and an action that takes you through the trilogy. You don't have to watch the first one to know what happens in the second and to know what happens in the third because they're all standalone films, but it's good to know all of them. But I think I like the way they portrayed the story that it wasn't a try hard. Essentially, that really ties down for me.
But I agree with all of that.
Yeah.
I like the ones that are grounded in reality when there's a real sense of jeopardy that these guys could actually be seriously hurt or killed. Because then it's not like I want people to die. It's about you want suspense.
Yeah.
You want drama. If you remove their vulnerabilities, if they are unbeatable, undefeatable, it's boring because you can't kill them. Therefore, whatever battle they go into, whatever mission they take, you know they're going to be fine. I mean, spoiler alert, it's been 6 years already. When Tony Stark dies, sorry if you didn't know this, but I'm sure you do by now.
Okay.
there were people crying in the cinema because it meant something.
Yeah.
And the same with Black Widow.
You want to leave an effect at the end of the day.
Yeah, so the movies must come with a sense of jeopardy. They must be grounded in reality.
Of
and
course.
if they can be funny as well, even better. And Florence Pugh has got the most outrageous Russian accent you have ever heard in your life.
Is it good?
It's hilariously bad.
No.
Dog like that, that sounded
too much,
Jamaican. That was terrible.
Yeah.
But it was funny. It was funny. And Red Guardian, who plays like her adopted father.
Oh, yes. He's the actor David Harbour.
He's the guy from
played
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things,
He's the
that's
sheriff.
the one.
He is terrific in this.
Oh, I would imagine,
So many one-liners.
Yeah.
Really funny show. And this is important, that there are 2 post-credit scenes.
Oh.
And they're actually very good. How many times in recent years have we sat with sore backsides watching 10,000 names go on the screen?
Oh, my goodness.
Just to see a post.
Only to be disappointed,
which is
right?
rubbish.
Yeah.
It's just rubbish.
Yeah.
This one, I won't spoil anything, but I will say it looks a good year for Marvel because this
They've got a lot
was fun.
coming up, Neil.
And I saw the latest trailer
Yeah.
on IMAX of the new Fantastic Four film.
Oh, wow.
And finally,
Yeah.
it looks like they've got it right.
Wow.
Because I'm not a comic book guy, but I know that Fantastic Four is amongst the most popular comic books.
Yeah. Yeah, it has
they-
to be.
And they tried the one in the early 2000s that I covered
Yep.
as a journalist. I talked
Yep.
about that before with Jessica Alba and Chris Evans. You remember that one?
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't do that well. Then they did it a few years ago. and
I quite like that, though.
It absolutely
Yeah.
bombed, the one about 6-7 years ago.
Yep.
With, what's the guy in the Creed movies? He's in it.
The Creed
Jordan,
movies?
Michael B.
Oh,
Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan, yeah.
He's one of the Fantastic Four.
Oh, yeah, he was the fire guy. What's
Yeah.
his name again? I can't remember.
Storm, Johnny Storm.
Johnny Storm. No, he's the
different.
flame one. Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
But anyway, that one absolutely bombed. It
Yeah.
came out 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
So this is their third
It's a
attempt.
third remake.
And they've got the guy in it, what's his name?
Pedro Pascal.
Who is literally in everything at the moment, right?
He's great. Wasn't he the guy who acted in Mandalorian?
Yes, he is the
Right?
Mandalorian. He's the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
He was the main villain in the Wonder Woman sequel.
Yes,
He
correct.
is in this thing on HBO called This Is Us, that's based on a computer game that's everyone's going crazy about.
Yes, yeah.
It looks really good.
He's the biggest hit now.
Fantastic
Yeah.
Four looks really good because
looks
they're
great.
coming back to how it should be.
Yeah.
Look, we've got enough nonsense happening in the world right now, right?
Okay.
Politics, economics, tariffs, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
If I'm paying that $15-20, I just want 2 hours of escapism.
Yep.
I don't want boring. I
You don't
want
wanna
to be
think too
preached
much,
to. I
yeah.
don't want long monologues.
Yep.
If I'm watching a film, a Marvel film,
You want to have fun with it.
I know what it is. It's not Schindler's List.
Nope.
It's not
Yep.
War and Peace.
Nope.
I want to have a few laughs.
Yep.
Some action scenes.
Yep.
And get out and not have anybody on the phone because if they're on the phone, I'm throwing my popcorn at them. Mm-hmm. Other than that, that's it. That's all I want from a Marvel movie, and
That's
this is a good one.
Yeah.
You going to watch it?
I most certainly am, but Neil, I haven't watched the Captain America Brave New World, so I think I've got lots to catch up on. The past few movies that they've made, I've watched already, but I'm certainly looking forward to watching the Thunderbolts. It does look good. It reminds me a lot of Suicide Squad gone
Yes,
right.
It's got those vibes. Yeah.
You know? Yeah, so yeah, that's one to watch for this weekend if you haven't really got plans.
Yep.
You're getting it right here, okay? I'm telling you, Neil is very critical about films, so for him to put in a good word on a Marvel film, that takes a lot.
Absolutely. And the Fantastic Four is also going to be very good, almost as good as the dynamic duo right here
That's right.
on Friday Night Live.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.